Welcome to the News You Can Use podcast. Today we got a special guest, man. Pure Powers, reggae artist, global artist, um, new friend. Introduce yourself to the people.
Peace, Surf God. Yeah, my name is Pure Powers. I'm an artist of many different genres. I'm a rapper. I rap too. I sing too. It's hard to put in. I'm still trying to define, what to label it besides just being an artist, man. Obviously, my most recent release is a reggae release. Um, but yeah, it's a blend, man. I'm working on really making my own sauce, and reggae is a huge inspiration to me in my path, especially recently. But yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm out here in Northern California, just running some errands. It's raining up here. I don't know what the weather's like down there, but thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's get into it. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from.
Yeah, I was raised in Northern California until I was in high school. Place called Sonoma County. It's about an hour north of San Francisco and Oakland.
Okay.
And then in high school, my mother and I moved to Maui, to the south side of the island of Maui in Hawaii, a town called Kihei. And my mom still lives out there. My pops is out here in the North Bay. Um, and yeah, man, I've been making music as long as I can remember. And I'm happy you found me. I'm happy to make new friends and yeah, finding other creatives and finding my people, man. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I seen you. I found your music, and I was like, man, this artist is he's pretty dope. And I'm like, I gotta connect with him, so I hit you up for the interview, man. That's how it happens. Networking at its finest.
I really appreciate that, Surf God, for real.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Here on the News You Can Use platform, we're here to shine artists on all genres, all walks of life. This is just a place where people should be able to come and feel like they're at home. You know what I mean?
yeah, man, it feels good. Yeah, it feels good connecting with other creatives, and I appreciate any support that people want to show and help me shine my light on the world and find my tribe. Find my people, find my demograph, find my fans, find my family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a place for that, man, on the News You Can Use. So, tell me about your early days of listening to music and what inspired you to go in the path that you're in now.
Yeah, man. I was raised on. Uh, I've always loved music ever since I was a little kid. My father he played conga drums, percussions. He played the jazz flute. My mom was singing songs. She was in the choir at church, and she was probably the first person I saw write a song. Played guitar and ukulele, and so being creative and having music around me has always been a thing. Was really fell in love with rock, classic oldies, then rock, which led to like a group Rage Against the Machine, which led me to
Okay.
hip hop, Tupac, NWA, E40, being from the Bay Area, Too Short, been making records longer than I've been alive, Mac Dre, rest in peace. All these, along with West Coast legends, NWA, leading all the way up to Nipsey, these people still inspire me. Snoop Dogg, I consider him like my uncle I never met yet. Same with Uncle Earl, Stevens, E40. Shouts out to them being raised on the click and all this independent Bay Area. And then to switch over to the conscious hip hop, like shouts out to Hieroglyphics, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Souls of Mischief, Living Legends, the whole Quantum, Zion I, Far Side. These are all people that really inspire me, to be myself. Atmosphere, Rhyme Sayers. These are Brother Ali. These are people that taught me that I could just be myself, and there's nothing tighter that someone could be other than being true to themselves and finding a way to express that. Being raised in a place where there was so much glitz and glamour and glorifying of whether it was drug dealing, gang banging, pimps and hoes, like all that is part of the sauce and the cloth that I soaked a lot of game from. Yet finding these conscious hip hop and reggae, being raised on Peter Tosh, Gregory Isaacs, Bob Marley, you know what I'm saying, from the Marley Sons, and find Iration, Slightly Stupid, finding these groups that just being myself. I have so many different influences, and just being myself, that's like I'm still constantly finding who I am and
Yeah.
finding the right way to love myself. That's going to project how I treat others and view this world and my art. So that was me coming up with CDs. You know, had a few cassette tapes, but CDs, and then going on to streaming platforms. I used to love searching for compilations, finding those artists where there'd be like 20 artists, and then I try to find them, and then Napster and LimeWire, leading up to where we're at today. Um, I've been around for a second, man, and I just love creating. And I feel like you could be a new artist and be in your late 20s, your 30s, and still be brand new, even
Yeah, you
older. You know
can.
what I mean? So um, I just love it, man. The more I travel the world, the broader my palette gets. That's what made me start crossing over from hip hop was my first love, and being an MC, and I started traveling more. I got into electronic music, rapping over dubstep and EDM beats, and touring with some of these DJs and producers. Then started traveling the world and went to Jamaica, fell in love with dance hall, Colombia, fell in love with reggaeton. You know, what I mean, traveling all around as it's really broadened my horizon, and it's really finding who my people are, finding who my fans are. They might hear one Pure Power song and be like, "Oh, Pure Powers is a rapper. He's a hip hop artist." And
Right.
then they hear another song and they're like, "Yo, is he like rapping and is he singing in Spanish? Wait, he's doing a song with Sizzla Kalonji and he's in Jamaica singing on a jet ski." Like, so finding, who my one particular audience is hasn't been an easy task, because I'm ADD. I like to create in different spurts and how I'm feeling. I'm a Pisces. I'm real emotional. I'm really like really dive into whatever I'm feeling, and I might do a EDM dubstep club banger one day, and then do a heartbroken, sad R&B song the next day. So
Mm.
you really just got to scroll through my catalog. And I'm always curious. I'm always asking people. So, what one was the one that resonated with you? Like, what was the
I
song that you
seen
heard Surf got?
I seen a clip of you performing on stage. I don't know. Oh, the Christmas one. That's
Oh,
the one I
okay.
like. I think it's a white boy Christmas.
The White Boy Winter Wonderland. We called it Wonderland.
Yeah.
That's with the world famous Hoff twins. Shouts out to the Hoff twins. You might see them on No Jumper. They're coming out of a place called the Jungle here in the North Bay, and they grew up the only couple white kids in the projects in Marin City, which often when you hear the town of Marin, you don't think projects or hood, but there's a long history of the segregation. There just happen to be the only two white boys in that area, which definitely helped mold them into the human beings and the artists that they are.
Oh, I think we having a little technical difficulties. Okay,
And
there we go.
originally, Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, was going to jump on the song. He had his whole white boy summer movement that he was doing, and I thought he was pretty funny. And we were like, let's do a holiday song. and I jumped on it, not even knowing if I'd really even like be on the song actually. And then we did it, and Chet Hanks ended up not hopping on it, and the Half Twins wanted to run it, and they've been nothing but authentic and really genuine and cool with me. And it was produced by the Chef Boys. That's my crew and my partners on the studio I own in North Hollywood. So that's how I met them. They just came in there working with the Chef Boys. I was joking around with like, they're like, you should do a holiday song for Chet Hanks. And I was like, oh, in a white boy winter wonderland. And they're like, oh, that's it. Go in there and run with it. And to be honest, I thought we was gonna get some slack for it, to be honest. But everyone's been real supportive. You know, we haven't had one negative comment on like, I don't know how many different platforms we are. We did around 20,000 streams in a week or so, on a few, maybe even more on a few different platforms. So we're just having fun. I hope people don't take us too serious or get the wrong idea, because, you know, I mean, we've always been saturated in the culture, and you know, I mean, we just having fun. You're worrying to living in a time where it's real. Everyone's really sensitive,
Yes,
and
yeah, yeah.
and not to. There's been years of oppression, and to act like racism doesn't exist, or systematic racism. You know, I mean, you look at the record labels; they're owned by the people that run the prison systems and all this
Everybody
stuff.
knows this,
You
man.
know,
That's crazy.
it's all facts. At the same time, if we can't be authentic and have fun and laugh and have compassion and tolerance for each other, you know, I don't even want to like speak on it, but just like the whole, it's hard not to, like the whole Palestine and Israel, you know, that's been going on for years and years. It's like, it's you see so much separation, you know, and until we can learn to come together and set aside these differences, we're never going to see change, you know.
I agree.
It starts with love for ourselves, love for our neighbor, and really that's what I'm trying to put out there is love and light. I'm trying to inspire people to have fun, whether it's shaking their ass or meditating and praying. It's like, or getting out there, getting money, or making love with someone. Yeah, it's like that's or helping them through a heartbreak, giving them inspiration to go out there and hustle. That's what I want to bring to the world, you know. That's who I am. That's what makes me tick. And so that's with the recent release of TAT, Time After Time. um it really was a song I wrote before. I mean, the Israel Palestine has been going on for years and years and years. You know, things just catch and they trend, and they get bigger and bigger, where they have to be spoken about, and there's all these different agendas and a lot of division. But I wrote this song before, um but when I was saving this song for a while, and I was like, you know what, I think this song needs to come out now, because it's just time after time. You know, all we seem to ever do is fight, and the question that's burning through my mind is, will we ever learn before the button gets pressed, nukes are fired, and we blow ourselves up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So, how did you get started in music?
So, you know, that was kind of the mission with this song, with this release. um, is, you know, time for us to be present and be here and look at ourselves. And, you know, no innocent people deserve to die. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be, you know, tolerance and compassion. And it's hard. Like, I don't have the same skin in the game that other people have in it. I have friends on both sides that believe very deeply in it. And not even to make this interview about it, but it's just like, you know, I ride the fence in a lot of ways, and I want to be friends with everyone. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And,
So,
you
so
know,
how did you get your start in music? Tell me about that journey.
man, really, it was just getting this creative feeling. It's probably when I was young, in my teens, smoking weed every day, listening to tapes, CDs, and I had this energy. I saw a lot of people around me that were writing graffiti, people that were DJs, and a couple rappers. And I just remember, sneaking out to a house party when I was a kid and seeing this dude who, became one of my mentors, and watching him freestyle, and he captivated the whole crowd. I didn't have money for DJ equipment. The spray painting, I wasn't the best drawer. I like to draw, but spray painting, you got to steal the paint. You can get in trouble. My pops was pretty hard on me when I was younger, and I didn't want to get in trouble. So, or get one less thing I can get in trouble for. So, and you're always kind of in the background. I had some friends that were even doing breakdancing and stuff, and you're always kind of in the background. And I liked being that dude. I didn't have much money. I needed to show that I was different, and I wanted to express and have influence. And I saw the way that this guy had captivated a whole room. And it was at that moment I was like, that's what I want to do. And you put me in front of a crowd, I'm gonna motivate that crowd. I'm gonna control that crowd.
I
I'm
see,
gonna
man.
do my best to inspire that crowd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, what was some of the first songs you wrote, or some of the first times you recorded? Do you remember?
Yeah, I took my mom's like cassette player, and you could plug this little tiny mic into it, play a beat on one tape, and record onto the other tape. And then shortly after that, Pro Tools came out. People started, my friends started getting Pro Tools and laptops or on their desktop. So it was a young age, but didn't put out my first album till 2014. And I've been at it for, a long time. It's hard to find some of my earliest releases. You can see my last album came out in 2018. It was called Year of the Peacock. And that's, has to do with my colorful personality, switching over from boom bap, lyrical miracle stuff and real hip hop to more EDM, pop, experimental, even like islandy, tropical vibes. And then now I'm about to release 3 projects coming up in 2024. I've just been I was doing the singles, and now I'm ready to just get some projects out, get it out there, and get it to the people. I'm sitting on so much music. It's not fair to myself or anyone who's invested in me or wants to hear more of me. I'm gonna give it to them.
Yes, sir.
So I'm really excited about these projects coming up this year.
So, let me get a freestyle, man. I don't mean to
I
put
don't
you
know
on
if
the
you could hear
spot.
me, Surf God,
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
but
Can you hear me?
now I can. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get a freestyle, man. Let me hear something.
I once saw a man tell his son he could do anything. But now it's just a memory begging for me to never leave a dream alone. Please complete the poems, sing songs, plant seeds so your trees will grow. But hold on. They'll always trying to cut you down when you smile. So bow for the child, say your vows, make them wonder how loud will they shout when you bounce to another town. Now is the crown that you found when we come around. Pow. I let you feel what my love is like now. You see, it's real when I touch a mic. Wow. Raising eyebrows and live crowds with rhyme style till my time's out to find out there is no limit to living just where your spirit is. The bitch going in, definitive in a minute. Yet the ship sails in to enter into deliverance. This is bliss, so kiss goodbye your innocence. I got a bondage of self. God's on the shelf, and I'm pondering death like why? Is the wars the hell? Is it karma that's dealt when the bomb's in the air? Oh my! I feel the harm and the guilt while I'm harboring skills, yet I'm trying to pay my bills on time. I would give up anything for you to breathe. Just remember that I've learned what I'm meant to be. They tell
Hey,
me
that
I'm their
was
favorite.
dope.
Yeah, I can keep going.
Hey, keep going. I'm keep
Well,
cooking, man.
they tell me I'm their favorite. They tell me how I'm gonna make it. When there's trouble coming up, I gotta hustle to pay rent. I'm praying to find my way in. This industry's so finicky, I swear it's got me crazy. With a couple of screws loose, jump in the booth to show you just what I'm saying. The economy got me thinking demonically. I need a lobotomy. Honestly, I gotta get that out of me just to be on my knees begging for everything. Don't get at the end of me. Better be attempting to get ahead with everything, anyways. Was tired of checking my EBT card. Every time I want to eat some, a grocery shop. Meanwhile, going back and forth like a game of ping pong between these songs, trying to think of what to speak of, because a dreamer needs the thing that he wants. It must achieve plus the beat bump. So pleased to meet you. PURE's bringing the heat to speakers, but easy, boy, you ain't got there yet. Only recently been catching wreck and getting respect. If you didn't think that it was going to be this intense, you should be leaving them seeing or even thinking to rap. That's what I'm hearing as I'm flat on my back trying to sleep, but I can't because of panic attacks. I wrote this track in the shack in the back of my homie's trap, and I'm sad, but I laugh because I only have myself to be mad at. I was stuck in a dark place. It was hard to get past that. I live with it all day and stick to the plan that maybe y'all get where I'm meant to be. And I ask, are you ready? Are you ready to obtain what you want, change what you like, rid that pain and the anguish that stays in your life? Because what you desire is what you shall find. These are the reasons to wake up your mind. They used to call me Sunshine, man. My name's Pure Powers, Brendan Powers. Find me on all social media platforms at Pure Powers Music, all spelled correctly. One word. It's Powers with an S, like Austin. Yeah, baby.
Hey, you did that, man. You killed that one, man. I ain't gonna lie. I done had a couple people come on, man. I don't know, man.
I appreciate you, Surf God. I got bars, man, and the whole thing is like, mixing that with the singing. I just love to create, bro, and I'm just looking to find my people, my circle, my family, my crew.
Hey,
You
we
know what I
gonna help
mean?
you do that, man. I'm gonna show you a little bit what I can do, man, and I'm gonna make sure I put this out and I do it in increments, little small clips. And I'm gonna throw some clips on YouTube, clips on Instagram, and we gonna push you. We gonna push it for you.
Let's do it, man, and yeah, let's link up in person too. I go down to LA a lot, so.
I'm up in Sac. I'm up north, so.
Oh, okay. I used to live in Greenhaven, man. I used to live off South Florin. I swear I lived in the same apartment complex as Mac Dre right before he died. Rest in
What?
peace.
Yeah, right there by the
That,
lake, huh?
that was right by the lake. Yeah, we used to see him drive
Yeah, I'm
by
by the lake right now. Yep.
in his silver Benz. And man, Sac was so grimy back then. I only lived there for like 6 months. Got robbed for everything, man. But I
Oh
was like,
man.
I was running wild out there. Like, man, back then, like Sac was really doing it. It had like Doomsday, Black Market Records. Keek the Sneak was signed to Black Market at the time. Brother Lynch, X-Rated, he just came home, but those were the guys that like really inspired me. I was like, man, like these dudes are doing it on the
Right.
black market. Like that shit was, and then so I moved there from Hawaii because I was getting in trouble in Hawaii,
Okay.
and then moved back. I moved all, did a lot of demographical solutions to try to run from myself, and I had to really, face myself, clean up my act, get sober. That was a big one, and I'm just here to shine my light in the world. So thanks for giving me your platform and allowing me to, bring my light. And so you've been a light in my life as well, man. And I just want to send you blessings and
Yes,
love in
sir.
all your endeavors. And yeah, I'll have to come tap in. That show you saw was actually at um, Ace of Spades in Sac.
Okay, yeah. I
That,
knew it looked familiar. I'm not too far from there.
that was right there, man. So yeah, I'll have to come tap in with you, man. I got some friends out there I've been meaning to see anyways, up that way in Nevada City. So I'll have to holler at you, bro.
Yes, sir, man. I'm gonna have you back on, man. This was just a little
Please,
introduction. So we
please.
we gonna
Let me
get
be
it
one of
in.
your regulars. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Look, next time you at the studio, let's do one while you in the studio. Then you can do like a little performance or whatever you
That'd be
want to do.
fire. I'll play some new music I've been working on. That'd be fire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I appreciate you, man. This is the News You Can Use podcast. This is episode 27. If you like what you see here, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you're an up and coming artist, chef, hairdresser, or you want to promote your business and brands, holler at me. If you have any clothing companies and you want to get sponsors and you want people to promote your business, holler at me. I'm the man for the job. And that's my boy Pure Powers right here. and we're gonna be back. We're gonna do this again, Pure Powers. I love that
Do as you
freestyle,
do.
man.
It's love,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Appreciate you, man. God bless and aloha.
God
Peace.
bless.
Like.